Hello everyone, this is Manoj Suryavanshi, currently working as an assistant professor in All India Shri Shivaji Memorial Society's College of Hotel Management and Catering Technology, Shivaji Nagar, Pune. Subject Accommodation Operation 1, Subject Code C303, Chapter number 6, Methods of Payment. The objective of this content is to understand the settlement of bills of the guest and to understand the cash settlement in Indian and foreign currency. So these two contents we are going to cover in this video. As far as guest mode of payment is concerned, there are various mode of ways which guest can adopt. He or she can pay by debit card, credit card, by foreign currency, by traveler's check. Sometimes bills can go to the company, that is BTC. So the mode of payment refers to the various methods of payment by which the guest can settle or pay his or her bills in the hotel. Whenever guest checks in a hotel, he or she has to make clear about the modes of payment at the time of registration, so that it will be greatly reduce the problem while setting the bills. So whenever guest reserve a room in a hotel, he or she should make it clear with front office staff or reservation section uh, to say that we are going to pay by debit card or credit card, or I'll pay by cash at the counter, or I'll pay by traveler's check, or I'll pay in dollars, right? Or I'll pay, or my company will pay for the hotel bill, right? So all these mode of payments and all the information should be given at the type of registration. So it will be very much easy for front office staff to deal with the guest and to collect the revenue from the guest with the proper procedures. There are various ways to settle the account. So cash settlement, it could be in Indian currency or in foreign currency. Indian currency is very much familiar by the people. So without taking lots of time, we can easily collect the cash, and we can easily count the cash, and we can settle the bill of a guest. So currency notes would be local currency of a particular state or particular country, right? Then foreign currency, then we can also accept traveler's check or personal checks, then demand draft or debit card. And credit settlement covers a credit card, then travel agent voucher, then direct billing or bill to company. So these are the various forms of currency which front office department accept as far as cash settlements or account settlement is concerned of a particular guest. So whether guest can pay in Indian currency or other or guest can pay in foreign currency, it is a decision of guest finally. So as per his or her convenient, whatever the currency he or she is carrying should be given to the front office and settle the account. Now there is a proper procedure how to accept local currency, because it is also one of the major tasks which will be done by the front office, how to accept cash and how to settle the account and how to return the extra amount to the guest. So count cash in guest presence. So whenever guest is giving any cash to the front office to settle the account, then front office staff or the person who is appointed to collect the cash from the guest and to settle the account should count each and every currency properly, should count all the cash so that nothing will go wrong, and that should be counted in the presence of guest. So there is no chance or no doubt that the money is less. Then confirm amount with guest before putting it into the cash drawer. So at the time of settlement of account or at the time of taking the advance from the guest, front office will count the cash and will ensure that the cash is correct, and then only he or she can keep it in the drawer. Otherwise don't keep it in the drawer if the money is less. Then count change if any and return to the guest. The moment you receive the cash, okay, as a front office person, then If you receive extra or excess cash, then remaining cash should be returned, and while returning that cash to the guest, please check or count twice, so mistakes will be minimized and extra money will not be gone to the guest. Then issue a receipt to the guest. Once you receive the cash, then obviously you have to give the receipt to the guest that this much of amount is received from you. Then keep duplicate copy of printed folio for balancing of cash flow at the end of shift. And you have to maintain the folio, so take the print of that for maintaining or balancing of cash flow at the end of the shift, so that whatever the cash flow you have taken from the front office cashier, right, at the end of the shift or end of the day, that should be tallied properly and the same cash should be returned to your cashier. So that is why it is very much important how to accept local currency in a better way without any mistakes. Now procedure for accepting foreign currency. While accepting foreign currency, we should be able to know what is the current rate of dollar and how we need to convert all those currency, okay, into Indian currency, and what is the current rate is going on, so that all the things should be known by the person. Request guest passport and determine the credentials such as name and photo identification, place of issue and date of expiry of the passport. So while accepting foreign currency, before that receptionist or the person who has been working at the counter, front office counter, should ensure that please verify and recheck the passport of the guest, uh, visa of the guest, and all the documents which are required before accepting any foreign currency from the guest, so that nothing will go wrong in the process, and whether he or she as a guest is staying in a hotel or not will be confirmed. So confirm that the guest is a resident of the hotel. You can ask his room number. Then if the guest is non-resident, the permission of the lobby manager is obtained, and who will extend this facility to VIPs and regular guests. So if the guest is not staying in your hotel and he wants to pay the bill, then you take the help of your lobby manager, and then problem will be sorted out. Receive the cash or traveler's check in foreign currency. Sometimes it's not possible to carry the cash, hard cash, or to exchange the currency in respect to section or department, right? So that much of time is not there with the guest, so guest can take the help of traveler's check. So that traveler's check should be also checked by the person at the front office whether it's a duplicate or the original one, and please verify all the details of the traveler's check. So receive the check, cash or traveler's check in foreign currency, then calculate the total amount of local currency to be paid by multiplying the foreign currency by the exchange rate displayed. So when it comes to the exchange of money, as far as foreign currency is concerned, then please ensure that what is the current rate is going on for that currency, and accordingly you have to exchange and multiply the foreign currency and give the currency to your guest. So that is the procedure which should be adopted and should be known by guest as well as by the staff. Fill in the details of the foreign currency encashment certificate. There is a legal and a proper procedure in place how to go about foreign currency encashment. So you have to fill foreign currency encashment certificate, where you have to write guest name, then date, then passport number of the guest, then nationality, then registration number and room number, then transaction check number or currency note, then what is the amount, then type of money, then exchange rate, what is the exchange rate is going on as per today, that should be written down, then state name of the bank and case signature approved by and cashier. So all this information should be included into your foreign currency encashment certificate, and that is mandatory to fill by all the guests. So request the guest to sign the foreign currency encashment certificate and compare the signature with the passports. If there is any discrepancy in the signatures, then obviously you are not able to exchange the foreign currency. You can hand over that case to your lobby manager. Request the guest to sign the traveler's check if it is an instrument of exchange. Sometime guest can carry traveler's check also as a payment, so that traveler's check can also work as an instrument of exchange for the money. Then give the total amount of local currency with the encashment certificate to the guest. So once it is been done that the guest has completed all the formalities for foreign currency exchange and encashment certificate, then give the necessary cash to your guest and take the signatures on encashment certificate and give one copy to him or her. Second copy of the certificate is attached to the notes or traveler's check which is received. So it will be an evidence with the front desk. And third copy remains in the encashment certificate book for the acknowledgement. So fill in the details in the record of foreign currency transactions and fill in the details of the foreign currency transaction in the cashier's report. So in both the documents that entry should be posted and that information should be written down. So who has come and who has exchange the money and how many encashment certificates we have done in a day. So it is a data that these many guests have done the exchange of money with the help of encashment certificate. So these are the references which I have utilized for my PPTs. These are the websites from where I have taken some pics for the PPTs. And finally, thanks for watching my video. Please like, comment and subscribe.